Good morning, everybody. I thought today would be a fun day to do a day in the life. It's not a particularly one-of-a-kind day, but I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun day to do a day in the life. So you haven't missed much so far. It's about 8 in the morning, and I woke up and did some WoodyCraft stuff. You guys have seen this routine before. I go up, I check, I make sure every machine is up and running, and then we also have this goal of putting all the statistics that you've gathered for your mini games on, and maybe even factions too, we'll see, on the website. To do that, I want to move the data to one database for easier reporting, and I've been churning away at that. So basically I just go in here, I create new schemas, new users, and then back up all the data from the one database and import it into the other. And I've been doing that. I work on WoodyCraft more than I think some of the players know. I'm always on there kind of, I don't know, blasting away at one thing or another. And then after I migrate all the data, I typically play the game. No, better yet, I look at my personal data, play the game, and then look at my personal data again to make sure that, that the migration worked as expected. So yeah, that was my first task. I also have some work. One of my admins, Heather, wants a better way to look at logs, and I think I'm gonna work on that with her. Hopefully we do some of that today. But yeah, welcome to a day in the life of WoodysGamertag. Let's get this thing going. Hey Colin, do you want to get up?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so sleepy. You want to work on the stable?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You know I love you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope this isn't too creepy. I just thought it'd be fun to wake up the boy. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Okay. This is my stable. I don't think I've ever shown it to you guys before, but it needs a lot of work. We kind of like the brick in the front and the 5 doors and the stable-ish look about it, but if you go inside, and I'm going to show this whole thing to you right now, it's a bit of a dump. Birds. We've made a lot of progress so far. I'll show you. One, do you see this tall grass area? That's something we just did recently. It was fenced in, and the fence was old and rotten and incomplete, and it was really just a thing to mow around. So my wife and I used the tractor. We pulled up fence post after fence post and hauled it off, and now it's ready to be kind of smoothed and mowed. I guess the guy used some sort of tiller or something, because if you look at it, I don't know if you can see how it's, you plant, I guess, on the very top of each one of these humps. I'm not showing it very well, but it goes down and up and down and up like a farmer would do. So I need to level this ground and whatever, but really let's talk about the stable. These overgrown weeds that go up to the top here, they go under the roof to some extent and make it leak, and that's a bad thing. This thing here is supposed to have a garage door on it, but it doesn't. And I actually have the garage door that's on my very long to-do list. These 2 doors, I wish I could zoom out more. These 2 doors, they do work, they slide, they do what they're supposed to do, but I think it'd be nice if I replace them. You can see that one's slightly damaged, and they're just kind of old and rotten. All the siding I'd love to replace. I love that top door, but obviously it's old and rotten. I don't know how well you can see, but it's like askew, it doesn't shut flat and nice, so that's a bit of a mess. Inside, you'd hardly know, but we've made a lot of progress. These are my lawnmowers. My kids take these things out. I take this guy out, and we get work done. But onto the stable. Each one of these things used to be there were walls and doors on them with sliding barn door type things, and it was all cordoned off for horses. Oh look, it rained yesterday, and there's some water on the ground, right? That implies trouble up there. And it's from these weeds coming in and making it not watertight. So I want to re-roof it, I want to re-side it, I want to redo the electrical and make this kind of a watertight, secure building, as opposed to what it is now, which is a bit of a dump. It starts with this part over here. This is the first thing that we're going to take on. This is kind of, you can see a lot of these like doors were taken down and stuff, and this is what it was like before, where each of these were like cordoned off. You can see this is where like horses would bite on the wood and stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Maybe have these two as separate rooms. This wall that you're seeing in the foreground will be the new edge of the stable. And by the way, the weeds here were, well, you can see how tall they were, but it's hard to tell with them being dead now. It was thick. It was like waist high to overhead, constantly just filled with weeds and trouble. And this is the before of my stable, really. This thing here is going to be the new exterior wall. I'm going to take down this wire gate stuff. I'm going to put up solid walls, and I'm going to put a roof on it, and this will be the edge. I'll take you outside. You guys remember that big pile of garbage we had back in the spring? That's gone. This that I'm looking at here, this needs to go. I'd like to reuse a lot of this wood, like this thing right in front of us. Could be a nice sort of like matching wood that would go up there, which is what I just had my hand on. But the object is to take this down, which was previously like an outdoor only stable thing. I don't know much about horses, but I guess there's some use for having stables accessible only from outside. I don't know if they're temporary or if maybe they'd rent these out or what. But anyway, they'd bring their horses here from the outside. They'd keep them here, and I'm not going to keep this part of the structure. I'm going to rip this down. This will be the new wall, and that'll be that. So today, my wife is going to come outside. We're going to grab the tractor and I guess do a little demo. So hang tight for that. If you guys would like to see my lawnmowers, PKA fans have probably heard more than they want to about them. This is the new one that I bought in the dark of night. It's actually kind of nice. We're really happy with it. The blades are dull, but he actually threw in brand new professionally sharpened blades that I haven't swapped out yet. This is the one we've been using for a lot of the year. It's Hope's. We call it the Bad Boy because it says Bad Boy on it. That's like the make. And each of them are 6 feet wide. So with these two guys going at 6 feet wide, Hope tends to mow at like maybe 5 miles an hour. I mow at like 7, and usually Colin follows me, but if I'm not there to follow, he'll go like 10. He's kind of a speedster. And the three of us, 6 feet wide, 6 feet wide, 8 feet wide, just mow and we can get it all done. This thing here through a belt. Right there you can see the belt is loose. That thing doesn't go there. So, but the object is for this thing to be used like closer to the house because it doesn't throw stuff and no one runs into the house with it, which is nice. So I have to fix it. And this is my fleet of lawn stuff. I'm kind of done for now, but done buying lawn stuff, that is. But anyway, at some point this will be secure and watertight and nice. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the upstairs. It's kind of dark, I know, but it has an upstairs, and this just seems like a nice place to have, like, in terms of storage. And I don't know. We like the sort of quaint look of it. These are the doors. You can see outside to my property there, and there's room, and I appreciate that. So anyway, now you have, at least to some extent, a tour that is a before picture of my stable. And I've been working on it quite a bit. There's the garage door that needs to go up. And it doesn't really look clean maybe to a regular person, but if you had seen it before, you would recognize that it's light years cleaner than it once was, and progress is being made. So more progress today. Okay, so I'm out here. We got the whole team involved. Wave, Colin. He's got this like Forrest Gump like. So my wife had an idea. I think she had a better idea for the stable than I did. My daughter makes fun of these sunglasses, but they're safety glasses.
So cool, honey.
My biggest fan.
Yep.
So anyway, they're safety glasses. They wrap around, fit tight. They're good for mowing and stuff like this. Back on topic. I was going to rip all this down, right? There's kind of like 2 layers of stables. That, and I don't know if you can see above it, but like this area behind this gate is another layer of, I guess, stables, living quarters for horses, whatever, that was accessible from the inside. And as you can see, I've got like a little collection of tractor implements that I store on the edge of the property. And what happened is I was just getting ready, tilt this, I was just getting ready to move this bucket because I put there for some reason. And my wife says, I have an idea, which usually means it's time to listen. So I did that. And this was her idea. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay. So these stables that are like currently just accessible from the outside through these doors for horses, I guess, are going to continue to be outside accessible. We may keep the interior, like those dividers there, but we're gonna store our yard implements underneath it like a carport, right? So rather than shrink this stable by whatever that is, I'm gonna call it 50 feet by 12 feet, so maybe 600 square feet. Rather than shrink the space like I had planned on doing, why not roof it all and have like just a covered area to store. What was that?
I was going to show you the grasshopper we caught, and then it jumped off my finger and scared me a little bit.
I go find him.
Go get him, Colin.
I don't know where he went.
So anyway, the plans changed a little bit. Rather than demoing all of this, I think what we want to do is kind of take the front wall off, but maybe keep this header. We're going to do a little more thinking about how this area here is going to be perfect for storing the tractor implements over there. And they tend to gather too. I don't know. There's always, my wife wants a stump grinder, you know, so someday we'll have that. She wants to replace all the trees out front with different trees. So someday we may have an auger, you know, that digs big holes for trees. These things just accumulate and then they last for decades.
Yeah, look.
What do you have? Oh, that thing's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Grasshopper.
His name is Grasshopper?
Yeah.
All right. You think you can make him jump, or are you going to keep him?
So.
Jump?
Push him a little bit more. I guess he likes you, Colin. You're really making...
Yeah.
Okay.
Kissing noises to get him to jump.
Hey, can you find the
Yeah, maybe kissing noises or come hither. But anyway, we were just testing to make sure the tractor would indeed fit under it. And if you can't see it, it looks like it has about 18 inches to spare. And, well, back to work. I think we still have work to do on demoing this thing to make the front accessible. It's just we have a lot more rebuilding than I thought I was going to do. Should be fun. Oh, this is my tractor, by the way. For those of you wondering, I know some of you probably are. It's a 45 horsepower Coyote. It's hard to tell with front end loaders, right? They always cover like the thing, but that's my tractor. And I'm quite happy with it. I sometimes second guess not getting a John Deere in America that's really the premier brand. On the other hand, it always does everything I ask it to do without complaint. That's so sexy, baby. And
it's orange.
And you like that it's orange instead of green?
I think you like orange more than green.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
It's your favorite color.
I do like orange. Maybe that was what drew me to it. It wasn't really. It was the price and the weight and the power for the dollar. Like it's just like the comparable John Deere was like $8,000 more and 900 pounds lighter. And if you just think about 900 pounds of steel, like that's in there somewhere.
We have work to do.
Okay, enough of me babbling. Let's do some work.
Other side.
Oh.
So I started knocking this wood out.
Ah,
It's still in place because there's this T8 siding on it. But I made it about this far before I needed my first break because goodness gracious. And the boy was anxious to do it. Get some, Colin. Someone on Reddit wrote me a message saying that I was a good father. It really made me like it. It was really nice of him. And one of the things that he used as evidence was that I include Colin in activities where I don't need his help. And I'm talking about him like he's not right here, which is kind of weird. But yeah. That is sort of one of my central... Look, Colin, you're doing it. You got 2 of them. Get some. But that is kind of one of my central tenets of parenting. I include him in all kinds of stuff. Even if it might be quicker to go solo. All right, let me work on this bucket. That was more than I expected. I was like, hey, honey, get me hammering a little bit. And then that happens. So much easier when it's not over your head.
Yeah.
Ground with the bowl in your mouth, head turn sideways, pan hit the ground. Call yourself a cool cat, looking like a fool. Walking downtown with your pants on the ground. Get it up. Hey, get your pants off the ground. Looking like a fool. Talking with your pants on the ground. Get it up. Hey, get your pants off the ground.
Don't drop it on your head.
Okay.
Really? I think it's a bad idea. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
You know what?
Bad.
Too high.
Yeah, let Daddy get it.
Colin, yeah. We don't have hard hats on, so can we...
Right, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, these hats are not going to protect us from anything.
Yeah, from the sun maybe.
Yeah, don't watch on my head.
Come here, Colin.
Alright, maybe that's enough filming.
Oh, wait, sorry. Go.
Alright, I think we're about to get a little chunk here. Wonder. That doesn't work. Alright. Where's the green one?
Over
I
here.
took it.
I took it.
This son of a bitch can only last out so long.
You did a thing.
We did. I got another thing I want to do. This has to be possible.
I don't know.
Come on.
Yay!
All right, so the last good idea was Jackie's and keeping this space. I had an idea too. I'm not sure if it's a good one. We'll see. But I'm excited. Yeah. All right, hang in there. Who's feeling me? Do it, baby!
I want to wait this one.
Ready? Wah, wah, wah.
Crowbars are right here. Oh, you gonna sledgehammer it?
I think so. I think while that looked like a big fail, it actually got things started. Colin keeps going wah wah wah. He's heckling me now. Okay. That's a thing. This will be slower. Slow but steady. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what we figured out with the wah 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 siding was that it's actually the hinges holding it on better. Jackie, if you can get in close here. The nails that hold this siding on are not very strong. I mean, I guess they're all you need. But these screws that go into the hinges are the bigger problem. So what we're doing is just kind of like...
And use the word "we" loosely.
How did you describe yourself? What was your job, baby?
I attach the straps.
Yeah, and what's the name for that person? Say it.
A hooker.
She's the hooker. And I am... I think I'm... You could call me the John. I don't know. What's the name for this guy?
I don't know.
You got nothing?
I'm trying to think. You got me on the spot here.
All right. So I've attacked all the hinges, I think.
I'm sure people will have a comment on what you are. You did all 4 of them?
Oh, I'm gonna do.
The top one?
Actually, the top one is barely hanging on. I didn't think it
Okay.
needed to be done.
Not that I'm
one thing over
critiquing.
here is on the same vein.
Latches. There's also one on the other side.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this latch looked like it was held in even better than the hand. So, hopefully, this little bit of prep work sets us up for success when we do the big pull. We'll see. All right, so if you can see, Jackie, she did her job as hooker up front, and she's giving me a look. And I'm kind of sleepy now, actually, so job well done. Let's see what we get here. Wah, wah, wah. Say, Colin. All right, well, it should be easy to get from here. We'll see. All right. And we'll throw this on the wood pile and call it a day. Oh, I want to show one more thing. Now that we've knocked the T8 siding, it's either T8 or T11. One of you guys out there knows, I'm sure. But now that we've knocked the siding off, these other boards, Colin, stand back.
Okay.
They come out super easy. But just the same, I think I'll save it for another day. It's getting hot out. We're almost done. All right. I think we're venturing into home videos like family stuff, but let's get a shot of Colin. Go ahead, the one with the hook on it. Yep. Nice. There it is. Keep going.
Almost.
You're gonna get it. That'll do. You can get it. Yes. Here. Look.
I got it.
Don't hurt your hand.
You might want to work on technique.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
We can hit here.
Remember here, look. You hold it here at the top,
Yep.
and then you slide your hand down when you go. You get that side.
Okay.
All right, that's a win. All right, so as Jackie put it, we're gonna go outside for a minute and torture the dogs. Here's a good shot. Dog pee. But here, do you want to do it over here? Do you have a spot in mind?
Let's do it over there.
Over this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so just a few days ago, hey, I wonder what that's from. Oh, my tractor, I know what that's from. A few days ago we got an invisible fence. I think most people know what an invisible fence is, but it's like an underground wire that transmits a radio signal. And then the dogs have these collars on so that when they walk past the fence, they get shocked in their neck.
Look at all these bugs.
I see no bugs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ah!
Look at this. This is crazy. I wonder if the camera can pick this up. It's like a dragonfly orgy or something.
Dragonflies?
I'm not positive.
Oh no, it's giant beetles.
Giant beetles. Wow.
Oh god.
This is new. Anyway,
Locust.
so
Where's Buddy?
there's two parts to the training, really. We lost a dog. Jackie will find him. One is letting them know where they can go, and the other is letting them know where they can't go. And like even here, playing in the middle of the yard, as these guys learn that this is okay, that's part of it. We still have, at some point we can get rid of these white flags, but in just a few seconds I'll catch up to a white flag and I'll show you what the barrier looks like. It looks like one fell over. But if you look, we kind of decided to put, are they in shot? I can't see, it so glary. But we decided to plant the flag, these white flags Is everywhere I go the wrong spot? I don't know. These white flags in the yard, and they form the barrier. So if the dogs are crazy enough to walk past the white flags and I'm here as kind of a lure, then they get shocked and we send them back and they learn their thing. They might be starting to get trained because they have no interest in coming over here. But just a few days ago, they did. So maybe this is working. Where'd Buddy go?
He's staying on the patio.
So that's a bad thing. You know, I don't know if he just doesn't...
To be honest, he would have stayed on the patio anyway. Okay, well, oh, I think it was coming.
Yeah, so you can't call them. You can't like call them and say, come past here, because that's tricking, and the rules have to be very consistent. I mean...
You could walk over there.
I was past here earlier. To my eye, they're kind of learning to stay away from the flags, and they'd rather just play in the area they're allowed to be. But this is dog training, and we wrap the flags. I don't know if you can see them around the house or whatever. After this, watch, he's gonna get yelped. Oh, they didn't cross the flags. They might though. I don't know. I want to catch it if it happens, but I want to believe they're trained and won't go past it. Are you going to walk over here? Uh-oh, here comes one.
Back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
So at first she really yelped and it made us feel guilty. But and Buddy yelped really bad. But I know in my heart this is good. We have a couple options. We could get like a physical fence, but that's expensive and it would be smaller. And we could get we could have no fence and just leash them, but the reality is they won't get the outdoor time they would otherwise. Or we could do this invisible fence, which makes it easy to mow because you can just mow right over it. It makes the fenced area would be much, much larger. Like the amount of room these Great Danes will have to roam with an invisible fence would be way bigger than like a physical fence I would do. And they just have to get shocked a couple times and then they'll have a much better life. So that's the idea. Anyway, we're training dogs. Day in the life. Uh-oh. Is Jackie gonna walk past here? So if you can't...
No.
Yeah, you can see the flags. I feel like this is... Uh-oh, you're gonna see it. Oh, he did... This is, it was, the first time was much more guilt-inducing when he yelped and ran back. This is just kind of what you want it to be. So, dog training, invisible fence, it's coming along. I want to get that buried. Who wants a bomb in their yard?
Now.
All right, lucky us. Ender, show the world how smart you are. What did you do? There we go. Somebody rolled in poop. Aren't you something, Ender? You're being a good boy. There
Don't
we
get his
go.
ears.
Say it again?
Don't get his ears.
Okay.
I just did that.
Do not space.
No, he doesn't need his face.
Nah, we're gonna try and keep his ears dry, Colin. You're a good boy. Alright, now we're gonna give him a little shampoo.
Yeah. I don't like dog wet.
I don't like a wet dog either.
Yeah.
But fortunately, these guys get dry in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't like to just do it.
Who's a good
I
boy?
know him.
You're like royalty. Look at you. Look at you. Alright, I finally have washed the dog.
I'm gonna swat the game. If people win, you win this game.
Alright, that's enough. I think they get the idea. Okay, it's about 11:30 in the morning. You can see the clock there, 11:40. And I'm a big sweaty mess. But I came back, checked on WoodyCraft. all is well. Everything's green except that one server, which is supposed to be red. And I keep looking at the wrong spot. Things are good. So I'm gonna check my Skype messages real quick and then hop in the shower. Maybe Jackie's still in there. I'm down for that. And I'm gonna go make that happen. So anyway, yeah, WoodyCraft is fine, and I think I'm done my outdoor stuff for the day. All right, so I showered up, but while I was showering, like the water pressure was bad. It was even bad when I started, but then it just got worse and worse. And like we have a new shower head, so I thought maybe that was it. Maybe I wasn't used to it, and then it just became obviously like not working. And I got Jackie, and I was like, are you doing something to make this water pressure so bad? Like maybe she's doing the laundry and the dishes and the sink at the same time, or I don't know. But she said no, she's literally doing nothing. And it kept getting worse and worse until by the end of the shower, I'm like cupping my hands, splashing, cupping my hands, splashing, and we have a problem. So I checked the circuit breaker, that was that. I really don't know much about wells and systems, and I think the well pump is at the bottom of the well. That would make sense to me, like 100 feet in the ground. I don't think it's homeowner stuff to work on. So I called a company that answered the phone, so screw them. Called the next company. They did answer the phone. They're going to call me back maybe any second now. But they think they can get a guy here this afternoon to fix our well pump. And I don't know, maybe this will be a positive thing and we'll have better water pressure than we've ever had before. But it's a thing we added to my day. No water. Maybe we'll go out to lunch. I think that'd be cool. All right. So the guy's coming for the water. I think I told you about that. And wow, so for you, it was just 1 second ago. For me, it was a couple minutes ago. And I'm like, did I tell him? Guy's supposed to come this afternoon to fix the water. Jackie had already started on lunch, so I'm gonna eat. All right, welcome to my server room. Not much to see. It's kind of a mess right now because I don't really have an excuse. I'm a bad person that will never go to heaven. And back on topic. So here's the problem I need to solve. One of my admins needs all the logs in one place so that she can like scan them and check them and just review the logs for all kinds of things. A lot of it finance stuff or behavior stuff or player complaints and things like that. Oftentimes a player will say this guy did this or that, and we like to look through the logs, see both sides of the story, etc. Anyway, I have this machine. I used to use it as a router. It's I took it apart, and I'm not using it for anything right now. So I was like, I can take all these logs, SCP them over to the local machine, track all that up, and then she'll be able to search them to her heart's content. But the machine's not set up right now. It's running this FreeBSD variant with I can't remember the name of the routing software that I had on it, but it would boot into that, and it would be a DHCP server, and it would get confusing on the network and stuff. I just want a regular Linux install. So I'm trying to get that going. But there's an issue. Back when it ran as a router, put the lid on the ground here. Back when it ran as a router, all it needed to run off was this little 16 gig compact flash hard drive, if you call it that. But now that it's going to be doing more work, it needs to have more space and stuff like that. It just so happens that I have this overkill 1 terabyte SSD drive by Samsung, a E840. I like them a lot. Samsung's my favorite hard drive. And I'm going to see if I can install the OS on that and then drop it in this machine and, I don't know, stages, step. But the object is to get a new machine up and running that she can VPN into and see all her logs. So yeah, and then when it's done, we'll put it back in the rack and everything will be fine. So more work. All right, I really had to dig deep into my this is the cables I needed. These are the cables I went through. And that's only half of it. Not even. I think I went through twice as much in the server room through. I have like a treasure chest filled with cables. But I have what I need. This thing here when I plug it, I don't know if I'm grabbing this right, but this thing here, when I plug it in, should power this thing. And then this guy, I think I can fit, take you underneath my rack. It's too dark. Flashlight. I think I can plug this guy in that red one back there, if you can see it next to that white USB cable, maybe? Somewhere in there. Anyway, we're gonna plug this in. I don't know why I'm filming my feet. And get the hard drive hooked up so we can get an OS on it. So we have this utility line in our backyard, and well, you know, I guess it's just and some firewood in the ground. Well, I guess it's just, you know, a fact of life. It'd be nice if it was buried and it was underground. So do you see that one way out here? That one apparently is rotted, and they're going to replace it with a new telephone pole. So I called the energy company and said, hey, you know, if you're doing work on that anyway, maybe you could deduct whatever you were gonna cost, whatever you're gonna spend on that, and from the, because I got a quote to bury it and it was like 8,000 almost, and I think it was 7,500 if I recall. And so if they're gonna spend like, I don't know, $1,000 on replacing that thing, or $2,000, instead of doing that, let's just make the you know, the burial cost 5,500, or like, that's what I'm working on. And unbeknownst to me, that the gentleman from the energy company just, he's like, you know, is this your house with the white thing and the cabana or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So I came out and I met him, and it doesn't look like it's going very well. Like, they're not accustomed to sort of doing this. It makes logical sense to me. Like, you know, another alternative is for them to spend $2,000 on that telephone pole and then a month from now get rid of it. But we'll see if like, sometimes when you work with a large company, they're just not equipped to like make things happen like this, even though you know, it just doesn't follow their procedures, even though it makes logical sense to like find a win-win here. We'll see where it goes. All right, so that didn't work out. I finished talking to him, and I actually had the job wrong. I kind of made a mistake. So you can see this is the pole we want buried along with that line, and that's the pole they're going to replace. So the jobs aren't as overlapping as I thought they were. Like, if they were to bury that line, they just go down that pole underground and then to like a new underground transformer there. So so the idea was wrong. I don't know if they would have worked with me if the idea was right, but the bottom line is that pole they're replacing is required either way. So going underground, the jobs don't overlap like I thought they did. Oh well, next time. So after a tremendous amount of effort, I have determined that that SATA port in the back won't work. I'm gonna instead buy some sort of adapter for 12 bucks off Amazon and wait for it to come. So it doesn't look like setting up that Linux server is on today's agenda. That's too bad. I'm trying, Heather. We'll get this thing, but I don't know. We'll see what's next. Right now, I'm gonna go watch the Hateful Eight trailer. It came out today, but yeah, there should be a little USB to SATA adapter that will make my life easy. I just need to find on Amazon and have it delivered. All right, I'm all sweaty. Since we last talked, I think we left off. I was doing the hard drive thing. I watched the Hateful Eight trailer, and my opinion is not that it's bad. It's just that it wasn't exciting. You know, they kind of told me about the movie, what to expect, what the plot was. I didn't know that really. But every actor was just kind of unenthusiastic. Like he had been there before, which I guess is what they're going for, and I hope the movie's awesome. But like, if the only thing I knew about that movie was the trailer, and I didn't know it was Quentin Tarantino, and I didn't know, you know, that he did Django and a bunch of other great films, I'd be like, you know, I don't know, I'm happy about a Western. But I'm still gonna see it, early, but the trailer was just okay. I also recorded a State of WoodyCraft video, which is going up before this one, but I went outside and like, I heard my flip-flops flipping flopping, and started walking around barefoot, and I really stepped on like a lot of thorns and stuff. The shit I do for you. But I've worn flip-flops in previous Day of the Lice and stuff, and people complain, and I was like, I'll take these off and walk barefoot, but whatever. And the people are here to fix the well system. They think it's not the well. They think that it's most likely like the pressure tank under the house. So they're in the crawl space right now checking it out. I hope that they're not finding like 1,000 gallons of water under there or something. But you'll know soon. You'll know real quick. Me? Might take hours. You? In minutes. We're gonna have a diagnosis on this thing. And that'll be that. But I am glad that they got out here on the same day. I really like that. By the way, like, it's early, I haven't used it a ton, but I really like Angie's List. A lot of people who watch a lot of my content know that I hired a general contractor to work on this house, and I really wasn't happy with the way that that went down. Well, since then I discovered Angie's List, and the nice thing is it's just a way to find contractors, but you get all these reviews on them, like Amazon almost. You have to be really motivated to write like a Better Business Bureau review on somebody. But on Angie's List, people just review stuff all the time, kind of like they do Amazon products. Like, yeah, I like this, I didn't like this, this is what I thought of him or her. And, you know, I feel so helpless trying to figure out if a plumber or a carpenter or an electrician is good or not by looking at their ad. I mean, how do you even know? You know, what do? Look at his truck based on how new it is? Or like, it's really difficult for me to figure out what you're going to get in advance. But in Angie's List, you can go. If the guy's got 500 reviews, then you know it's a big company. If he has 5, then you know it's a smaller guy. What do you want for this job? You want like a particular guy's individual attention, or do you want some chain to come in? Either can be right for different situations, you know? Anyway, I picked these guys off Angie's List, and they're here and they're doing good work, and you know, I'll write a good review for them if they do a good job. Although they often give discounts and stuff. So even though it's a membership, I forget if I pay $10 a month or $10 a year. I really feel like I've saved more than that. So if you're a homeowner, check out Angie's List. I have no affiliation with them other than being just a satisfied customer. So anyway, made a video today for WoodyCraft. Big announcement in there. A couple of big announcements in there actually. And they're fixing the water, and that's a thing. So this is my office. I think you guys have all seen my office before. It's kind of a nice upgrade over the previous one, but when you look at the monitor, it's more or less the same thing. So yeah, anyway, back to work. Hopefully all the balls I've got in the air right now are not going to come crashing down. All right, some time has passed, even though I'm still here in this room. Downstairs, or in the crawl space, there's a couple guys replacing the pressure tank for our well water. It's old and rusty and needs to be replaced. He thinks it's original to the house, which is from like the 70s. He's like, I think this is old. They don't make them like that anymore. And I was like, how old is this house? I was like, 70s. And he's like, yeah, it's definitely original. He says if we don't replace it now, then it could potentially, he's like, it's rusted. I know, I've seen it. I've been under there and it doesn't look very good. So I'm just going to take his advice and swap that thing out. He thinks we might have more water pressure after it's done, which is cool. Our water pressure wasn't bad, but more is more. So the price is like $900, and I hate to throw away $900 and not like get something I want. Like, it's one thing to spend $900 and have like a PC or half a PC or a new bike or like a thing that's cool. You know, when you spend $900 on like air conditioning or water or something like that, you're like, like there's nothing exciting about it. Like, it just happens. But such is life. That's the way it is. And if you're managing your money right, then you can. Then hopefully you have $900 and it doesn't like sink the family, or you go into debt or whatever to finance it. So we'll be okay. Yeah, we're gonna get the water fixed and all will be well. I guess that's it. So no, there's obviously more to my day, of course. I thought my doors were open. I think what I'm gonna do is assemble a printer stand I was gonna say for Dr. Chiz, but really for the printer or whatever. The deal is we have a large printer in the guest house, and Dr. Chiz is moving in the guest house, and we're gonna do all these construction projects and video series and stuff like that we're really looking forward to. But the guest house is small, and it has a big printer on some of the, what I consider to be very valuable flat space, like tables and desks and stuff like that. You know, in a small home, there's only so much of it, and we took up a bunch with the printer when it was going to be used exclusively for homeschooling Colin. Well, now that the Chiz is going to live there, let's get the printer out of his house and give the man a little elbow room. So I'll get started on that. I have made a mistake. So when I saw this box, this one here, like I said earlier, I thought it was the printer stand. That, like I said, we bought it so that Dr. Chiz would have more room and stuff. What it actually is the canopy to my son's lawnmower. So I thought, well, heck, you know, if you're in the mood for assembling some stuff, then get it done. So I think I'm going to try and get this canopy on top of my son's lawnmower rather than get the printer stand, which I guess is still in the mail. So let's do this. You're excited?
Yeah, this was hot.
While I was working on this, Jackie and Colin came home and we're making some progress.
Yeah.
As you can see, it is too tilted. Now I do like it tilted because my daughter's is tilted, and I always thought that it did a better job than, say, like flat. But this is too much. So it's adjustable. I'm adjusting it now. We'll be back in a minute.
Look at this teamwork.
Are you filming?
Colin, are you excited?
Yes.
Okay.
Up.
Lift it, see if it was. Okay, wait. No. You must chill, Colin. You must chill.
Yeah, I can't go under.
You just, you know, step by step, baby. Step by step.
Okay, I go fine.
You can let it go. It's not a weightlifting competition. Alright. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright, this one here.
You're getting so strong, Colin. Just hold it right there. Don't move. Coach Nick will be so proud.
Are you tiring out, Colin, or are you good for a while?
I'm good.
You're good? Alright, hang in there.
Yeah, it's just good. Oh, it's good.
I don't feel like I'm getting the max tilt for some reason. You going?
Yep.
Alright. We're just on the final bolts here. Tighten things up, make it good. There's my helper. Look, get the helper over there.
Where's the helper?
Short attention span theater.
I lost your helper. Why is your helper in?
Sorry, bro.
Really? And how are you getting it cleaned up?
There's a hose.
Oh, is the water working?
We got water.
Yay!
Yeah, any minute now they'll be wanting to check.
Maybe that's, are they at the door? Dogs are
be.
freaking.
Yeah, I mean,
Wanna go that way?
Clean.
I'll look.
He's looking. I don't think he'll tell us.
Nobody at the door. But anyway, so this thing's all wrapped up. I think it turned out pretty well. Colin, take a seat in your chariot.
Go get your shoes back on.
TikTok, baby, the people don't want to wait for shoes.
What can I say?
These are busy men and women watching these videos.
Okay, I'll go hop on.
What do you think? Better? Looks like he's getting sun from
I
the
know.
back. But
Maybe we
it
need
should
a
be
back
good at high
shade
noon. This
thing.
is just, it's getting late in the day. What time is it? Maybe 5-ish?
Something like that.
All right. So, anyway, all done. I think it looks good.
Gotta take a shower.
Soon.
All right. So those are the water guys. They fixed my I thought it was my pump that was bad, but it turns out it was the pressure tank under it. And they fixed it, and pressure's better than the house has ever had before, so I'm super happy. I almost like want to go take a shower and play with it. I was gonna talk about tool chests. So this is my tool chest. I've come to realize that the tool chest is almost as important as the. That's not my full hammer collection for you PKA fans. Tool chest is almost as important as the tools itself. Like just knowing where your stuff is and being able to reach it is huge. And I didn't know that for a long time. I used to have a tool bag, like a canvas toolbox, and it's worlds better now that I have a chest. For, like I feel like I'm being a douche or something showing stuff off, but now that I have like organized tools and I can just go straight to what I need, it's way better. And these are like nuts and bolts, you know, so all these things are, I don't know if you can read the labels, but I bought an old card catalog and then just made new drawers for it. Like you can see, it's just crudely put together drawers, and having like, you know, the things that I need at my fingertips has made getting jobs done so much easier. So anyway, I'm gonna go put this back in the stable. It's ready for our next time. Actually, it's not. It needs new blade, needs sharpened blades and stuff. But at least the canopy's ready. Looks good, and Colin will be safe from the sun. All right. So next is this. I had this in my last house. A lot of houses have an outlet right in the top center of the garage. But this garage, it has that, but there's not, like you were just complaining, Jackie's working the camera. Would you show them where the other outlet is behind the shelf over there? It's awful. And that's like the only, well, one of the only outlets in the house, like in the garage, I mean, it's pretty bad. So I'm excited to get this thing up and going. I found the stud, so unless I'm doing this wrong, there she is, right where those previous holes are. So we're in good shape. Hopefully this works like I want it to. Ah, you son of a gun. Good so far. I'll accept that. I've got another one. Beautiful. And now...
I thank you.
I was talking about me.
You are a stud today.
Tuck that away, hide it, whatever. We have power. This thing's too low, I think. Son of a bitch. Oh my gosh. I swear I'm not really retarded. There we go. Yeah, totally too low. I'll adjust that. But you get the idea. Now we have proper power. Better. Ta-da! And there it is. The corn arrived. So this is my dinner. Next to it. You know, I didn't fully approve of buying these chairs. I thought like, see, this is the garage door, and that's the door that we use to enter the house most of the time, like 99% of the time. And I was like, I don't want chairs there because they're gonna block the like a really key walkway. We use these chairs every day, all the time. I eat breakfast here sometimes, I eat dinner here, lunch, I don't know. We just use them constantly. Say hello, Hope you do. And there's Ender. Yes, your mommy tortures you with those ears. Yes. But this is dinner.
My dinner's better.
I just uploaded a State of WoodyCraft video, so I'm anxious to see what people are saying about it. Well, I don't know what to say. Like of course, the overwhelming majority of people on my channel are just, you know, happy and want me to do well, and they're very nice people. Look at him getting loved. But there's a couple on there who are very selective about like what I'm quote unquote allowed to put on my channel, and we'll see if those guys are out in force or not. Anyway, time for food. All right, it seems like all these day in the lives keep falling on trash day. And well, I'm sure this was interesting the first time. Look at that sexy truck. God, I think just watching this video might raise your testosterone level. Be careful. Be careful. You're gonna get hair on your chest. Your junk will get longer. Just being near it is a hazard. If you're a girl, happy trail. It's coming to you. Nothing I can do about it. It's just a thing. But anyway, this is the little tool I bought. Try and do this one-handed. It's kind of heavy. I almost hit myself. Colin, grab the pin. Colin, do your job. Get it?
Wait. I got it. Go, shake. Shake, whoa.
Did you go in yet? Yeah, let me do this side.
No, let me try.
Oh, goodness.
Get this one.
What are we doing?
Just shake.
Okay, I'll try. Oh.
It can't go in.
Push it, Colin. Push it this way. Do it. Can I just do it, handsome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one with me inside out.
What happened in here? Here,
Yeah.
you film it. You hold this, Colin. Point at the silver thing.
Okay.
Look at what you're pointing at.
Okay.
Are you doing it?
I got it.
What do we have going on down here? All right. That was the hardest that that's ever been. So that's a thing. I do this a lot. Just try to include him in every activity. And sometimes it goes like that. But you know what? Sometimes he's actually helpful. And long term, it's going to be a great investment. He will be a fantastic person, and he'll be able to help with things like this. Anyway, let's get this hooked up. All right, show him how it's done. Yes. Oh, get it.
I got it.
Oh, you're not in the slot. He'll get it.
Yes.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Go.
Wait. Hey, don't.
Don't help you. All right, go in wheels first. Not top first, wheels first. Bottom first.
Okay.
There you go. Almost. Now go. That's my boy. Nice. All right, you can leave that down. And that's what all this is about. It's way better than dragging it down there. Well, most days. Okay. Put this in the slot. Do your magic, Colin. And that's how we take the trash out. You ready to go for a ride?
Yeah.
Me too. Off we go! My wife is here. What do you have for me?
Empty box.
What's it for?
The trash.
Toss it in.
I told you. Don't put me on the way.
We can make room for it. We gotta get gravel for this road, Colin.
Yeah.
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 All right, Colin, throw the box in the recycling. Colin.
Fine.
Fine.
What?
I hope you guys appreciate the sacrifice he made. Stop it. It's parent abuse. This is where Dr. Chiz is gonna live. In the little house. So sexy. Anyway, that's trash. All right, so today I uploaded my day in the life. They're all looking at me. Who can perform under this pressure? Today I uploaded my state of WoodyCraft, and it's on my mind, kind of. Like, I'm really happy that it's doing well. The comments are overwhelmingly positive. Some guys wished it was a day in the life instead, but by and large, it went okay. And that's good. That's good. And it should go okay, because there's lots of awesome stuff going on at WoodyCraft. But this is the printer stand that will get the printer out of the guest house, so Dr. Chiz will have more space in the guest house. And
Guest house by the house.
yeah. And anyway, so it came in today, and I'll add it to my to-do list. And voila! One printer stand. Printer goes on top, paper goes underneath, and we put it all together with my faithful helper. Say hi. Oh, he's been screaming this whole time. Let me do it. Let me do this. So involved. And then you put him on camera, and it's just silent smiles. Anyway, we got the printer stand put together. We'll put that in the server room, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I saved you. You coming in, handsome? I saved you the drudgery of throwing out more trash, but I will give you a quick tour of the guest house, because I imagine people are curious about it. Sorry about the horrible video. This is the guest house. Jackie has been planning for Colin's school, so you can see it's covered with Colin's school stuff, and it cannot exist in this condition when Chiz moves in, but I'm sure that she'll get to it. Anyway, you can see there is a kitchen here. Let me fix the camera angle a touch. You can see there's a kitchen here with way too many, I guess, Minecraft stickers on the, stop blinking. Full refrigerator. There's a little stove here. There's a built-in dishwasher, and this is the kitchen. Backing up, there it is. There's like a seat here type deal. This is meant to be a eating/study area. Colin, come here. Help me out. Put these boxes up here. Put these books over here so they'll pick up. Come on, get to work. Right here on this half. I think my instructions are unclear. Stop it. No. Colin. Handsome, look. You see this line? Put all this stuff on that side of the line. I don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets it. Jackie, clean your junk up. This is ridiculous. You've got freaking cubic yard of junk on here. But here is what I wanted to show you. This table. Here, Colin, sit at the table. Sit on the couch. Pull the table toward you. This is it. So you can eat or do schoolwork or stuff like that. Anyway, that's half the house, really. It's a very small house. I don't know what to say about that. So anyway, this is that, and put it back down. So it's, don't be goofy. All right, so there's the kitchen and the, I guess, family room? I don't know. Here's the bed. It's queen size bed. I made that thing in the back. So kind of made this bed. I don't know if this chair will stay forever. I suppose that's the thing Chiz can decide. Whether he values having sort of a pimp chair or some open space. That's a thing. This is the printer. So it really needs a better chair, but I imagine that this flat space is going to be quite useful. It'll be like a desk, a place that he sits, etc. And you know, man needs some space. So what we're going to do right now is grab this printer and get it into the server room. Of course, he'll still be able to print to it and stuff. The houses are networked together. But my goal right now is to sort of free up this desk area so that he has more free space. Preparing for Chiz to move in. What you doing, Colin?
Some stuff with sickle song.
Yeah, he's playing with the Minecraft magnets. Anyway, I got to carry this printer, and it's hard to do that in film. So see you soon. Okay, voila. The printer is now in the server room, taking up room that won't bother anybody, as opposed to the guest house where space is at a premium. So, getting stuff done. Let's, what the heck is on my list next? Oh, paperwork. I owe paperwork for contract stuff. Let's do that. So, a W-9 is a tax form in America that people and like contractors and businesses might send to, sorry, I'm multitasking, so that the people that pay them have all the tax information that they need to tell the IRS that they paid them. You know, it legitimizes their expenses and it makes sure that I have to pay my taxes on this income and etc. Anyway, I need to get my W-9 off. I actually sent this thing already, but embarrassingly, I forgot to sign it. Whoa, whoa! I almost dropped that computer from this morning. You know what? I'm gonna put it on the ground. Now it can't be dropped, but I guess it can be stepped on. Anyway, that sucked, but it's okay. So I'm gonna scan this in, and then that'll be one less item on my to-do list. Plenty of items. Alright, so now I am live streaming. I guess this is the last thing that I'm gonna do today before I chill. I don't know, we'll see what my day brings. But we're playing some Rocket League here. Here's the stream itself. To me it looks like it's totally white and you can't see what they're saying. But they are saying, hi mom. They're saying hi mom, stuff like that. So it is, let's see, going on 10 o'clock at night, if I can get the clock in there. And I guess this is the last thing that I have for my day in the life of me. So we're going to stream for a bit. You guys ready to play? Kyle? In particular? Okay, so Kyle's got his tech issues sorted out. He's just pulling up the Twitch stream, and then I guess he wants to see what everyone has to say. So, all right, this is what's next. All right, so I don't know how long we live streamed. You guys probably know. What time is it? It's 11. It's 11. So I think it was kind of short as far as live streams go, but yeah, it went really well. We won on our last game. It doesn't really show it on there, but. It was a fun stream. We played some Rocket League. A lot of questions about WoodyCraft actually in the stream and in the game and such, but went super well. So my day is almost over. Thanks. Well, I think this is going to be the last segment of the show, or I guess of the episode. I don't know what to call this, but we went outside. We looked at the meteor showers and didn't see anything. Colin, did you see any meteors?
Yeah.
You did?
No, I didn't see meteors, but.
You didn't see meteors?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I saw my mom.
You saw your mom? Yeah, so Jackie and Colin went out there, then I went out later because I was live streaming. And they said there's like 100 an hour, but I just couldn't see them. I don't know if there's too much light pollution or more likely it's just too hazy. But no meteors. And that's a day in the life of Woody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These have gone over really well. So if you made it this far, click like. I appreciate it when you do that. It makes me feel good. It makes me want to make more videos. So thank you for being you. And have a good day.